Well, I mean, just driving around reminds me of our neighborhood. Sort of not the same, but there's just this character to where we lived. It was houses that weren't quite numbered and streets that had names, but you described where you lived by the grocery store or the little store that was next to your house. But everything here is numbered. I do miss it, but I just got accustomed to life here. I grew up in the Middle East, and then I came here to study in college. It was a lot harder then. I was much younger, and everything would make me feel homesick, and I miss the food, I miss the Arab society, but in the same time I felt very connected to my American friends and to the atmosphere. But I knew, a part of me knew that I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna live there. And I did go back, and when I went back there, I lived there for a year and I worked, and I just found that I was more accustomed to life in the US. And I wanted to go back, and it was a really hard decision. But there's still something inside of me that says, I'm American, but I am still an Arab. I'm part of different parts of the world. I belong to one place and I belong to another, but it does cause some kind of confusion.
ايش يعني بدك تصوري كل هاي الاشياء؟ وحياة الله يا اسماء اذا عملتي الفيلم وما عملتي اديتنج لكل هاي اللي عم بحكيه بكسر لك راسك وبرجعك على عمان.
I swear, she really has a camera right in my face and the microphones. I'll call you once I'm done. Bye. I don't know, maybe I got to that age where you're trying to find a bigger purpose of why you're here. At least for me, I think all the time, why am I here? I work, I'm away from my family, away from my, my culture, part of my culture. And it's just that point where you're trying to find that purpose, that bigger purpose of why you're here. And I'm still looking for it. I keep on saying, well, this is my career and this is how I want to advance myself, and I put goals and targets, but is there something else that I have a passion for? And I'm sure everybody had a passion when they were a kid. One of my passions was I wanted to be a cab driver. But it's just something that you never see a woman driving. I think it's just that little feminist side of me that wants to be something I'm not allowed to be.
شرفك.
I have Arab friends, I have Americans, I have friends from all faiths. I feel like if you're living in a country that's not your own, you should at least learn from other people. You can't just attach yourself to your own kind because it feels very comfortable. You just limit yourself and you just never grow as a person. And so I definitely like to be around all kinds of people. I'm American, I'm Kuwaiti, I'm Jordanian, and I am part of every area that I lived in, and I'm just an Arab and an American, but I particularly say Palestinian from Ramallah because if I just let go of that part, even when I identify myself, I just feel like it's gone. There's no Palestine. It's not on the map of the world, and if I want to let go of that identity, I'm just wiping it out of history, and it's my history, and it probably would be my kids' history to come. And I just feel it's just something inside of me that I kind of can't really explain.